Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your boy, the Stock Sniper. I'm back. I'm gonna share my dough. I'm back, man, with another live stream. So 5 minutes early. So we got to see what this day. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a good pullback on AMD. Good pullback on AMD. At 121.98. That's where I want to pick up more on long term. But this 130.25. I'm gonna leave it right there. Oh no, 130 even. Yeah, right there. That's the bottom support. Go to the 1 minute. Go to the 1 minute. Well, we are on the uptrend on AMD. It's not going to be a perfect uptrend, but you can get it. Uptrend. Let me go to NVDA to see what's going on over there, because I did buy a long contract yesterday. Let me put it on yesterday on this dip. On this dip down here. What did I? Somewhere up in here. Oh, down up in here, around 138. Well, I got in on that call contract. I held it overnight. That contract. So, yeah, I got in somewhere down up in here, because I got in on this big dog. And it looks like we're going to be up really hefty on this contract that I held overnight. That's why I like getting those contracts, catching these dips on these contracts. And instead of day trading them, like if I see a big pullback on like NVDA, wait, no, that was on, I'm on the wrong, yeah, and I'm on the right, like on NVDA. I see this big deal and I get in on the contract, and then I have the contract extended out for like a month. But then I have a stop loss a little bit more further down than my day trading. Just give it room to run. Like I like to get in on these dips, and I like to hold them. So that's what I did last night, and I think I'll be up pretty hefty on this one. But I still got it. Wait, we got 1 minute before the market open. I'm already up 10% on this from yesterday, because I held it, and I think I'm gonna be up maybe 30 or 40% on this. I'm just gonna sell as soon as the market open. Unless we get a big red candle above the 139.15. That's the only way I will continue to hold them. But I got my finger on the sell button right now. I got 25 seconds before it opens. And I'm already up 10% from yesterday. Now I'm waiting to see what we're gonna open up at. 10 seconds left. Looking for 2 seconds. One, what's gonna happen? Whoa. Oh, bro. Man, I tripped out. I got out too early. Man, hold up. Big green counter on NVDA. I still 21%. Bro, I still got 21% out of it. Bro, if I'd have just held it 2 more seconds, man, I'd have caught that big green candle. Bro, I got out too quick on that. See, what I didn't want it to do, see, NVIDIA never had, like, the first minute of NVIDIA never has a big green candle like this in the beginning of the day within the first 30 seconds. Every time we always get a pullback. Every day we get a pullback. Today, every single day, look at all the paths. We always look at that red candle, red candle, red candle. So I pretty much know how NVIDIA look, red candle, every single day, red candle, red candle, red candle. So, man, bro, look, and it's still going. Bro, man, hold up. But I still got 21% out of it, man. Dang. 21%, first 1 minute of the day on NVIDIA. 21%. Bro, I can't be mad, man. I got 21% out of that trade. Swing from overnight. There's an overnight hold that I did on NVIDIA. Overnight hold. Bro, that was not a day trade, y'all. That was an overnight hold. I held it from yesterday. Because see, on yesterday, as I was out, that's why I love this Webull app. I was out and about, and this big dump that we had on NVIDIA yesterday, I was out and about, and I just happened to look at my phone, and I seen it. Man, we was down all the way to 37.18. So when I seen, I got in. When I seen this uptrend, I got in right here, and I just held it overnight. Bro, I got out a second too early. Not even a second. As soon as I pressed sell, man, that big green candle just popped up to break 140. Bro, I still got 21% out of it. Yeah, got 21% out of it. God dang. Still got 21% out of that trade. Man, just think if I'd have got out above 140, bro, that'd have been about 100-something% for sure. Dang, I was right there. So wait, I ended up with 31% because I had 10% yesterday, and on today it was 21%. So I ended up getting 10% yesterday. So overall, I got 31% on that trade. Dang, 31% on that trade. 21% today, and the 10% from yesterday, because I was already up 10%, and then today it gained another 21%. So I ended up getting 31%, basically 30% on that trade. I'm good. That's it for the day. First 1 minute of the day, done. Just like that, 30%. Man, bro, what a good trade. Just like that. And I'm done. Damn. I did the right thing though, because one thing I know about NVIDIA, that first 30 seconds or 1 minute, you will see green, and the next thing you know, it'll just dump on you. And I didn't want to get caught. But soon as I sold, that sucker shot up to 140 just like that, bro. Man, and that's it. I'm done on the day. That was my trade. 31%. I'm done. That's it. First 30 seconds, basically, of the market being open, 31%. I was already up 10% from yesterday, and then I caught a little bit of that green candle to make it 21 today and 10 from yesterday. That's 31% on that trade. Dang. Bro. If I'd have just hesitated, I'd have caught that whole red candle, that whole green candle, all the way up to this 140 area. Man, I'd have caught the whole candle. I mean, soon as I got out, I think I got out right around 139.15 or 139.20. Soon as I got out, it shot straight up past 140. It shot up a whole dollar after I pressed the button. Bro. But that was a great trade. Great trade on NVDA. That's why I love NVIDIA so much, man. That's why I love it. That's why yesterday when I seen that dump, when I seen this, I said, hold up. I got to get in. I got to get in. On the multi-day holders, I make my stop loss right around 20 or 25%. I give it a little bit of room to go. But I caught this candle right here and I got in yesterday and I just held it. I just held it. And at the end of the day, when the market closed, I was up 10%. And then when pre-market opened, we got this big, massive run up. And bro, man, I was lucky to get some of this green candle up to 139, up to this area right here, 139.15, 139.20. And as soon as I got out, bro, we shot way up here. Ooh, man, great trade. It looked like we about to go up more. It looks like we're about to go up even more. But yeah, 31% on that trade, 10% from the hold of overnight, and then it gained another 21% on this candle right here. And look, we steady going up. Good bounce play. I'm done for the day. First 15 seconds of the market being open. Done. Done. 31%. 10% overnight and 21% on this green candle right there. Perfect trade. I wish I could have caught the whole green candle all the way up to here, but at least I got I got about half of the candle before I got out. As soon as I got out, zoosh, big joke. If I'd have just hesitated, that would have been easy 100%. Bro, that was a good trade. Let's see what the SPY doing the overall market. Giving some back. See what AMD up to. Giving some back. Tesla, of course, doing this thing. Hood ran up a little bit, but now it's pulling back. Bro, at NVIDIA, man. NVIDIA is the truth. Here we go. Back over 140. Now y'all starting to understand why I trade NVIDIA all the time. Look at this. Now you see why I abandoned my baby, which was the SPY, and I switched over to NVIDIA. Now you see, look. Ooh, massive move on NVIDIA. Massive move. Massive move on NVDA. That's why I love trading NVDA. I just love it. Massive move. Bro, massive move on NVIDIA. Just watch it now. My day is over. First 15, 20, I think, yeah, first 15 seconds of the market being open on NVIDIA. I caught half this candle for 30%. 10% of it was a hold from overnight. The other 21% was this morning. Within the first 15 seconds of the market being open. Great trade, and we steady going up. Bro, that's why I love NVIDIA, man. I just love it. You're seeing why I love trading. I love day trading NVIDIA. I mean, when it runs, it runs. Look at all those buys. Look at these candles, 1.3 million, 1.1 million. Let me see what this candle was. The first candle, the candle that I got in on, 6 million volume. Bro, this candle right here, starting out is 130 million. 6 million volume. What a move. This candle right here that I'm pointing at ended up with 1.7 million in volume. I mean, it's humming. It's humming, bro. Man, but just think, if I'd have snake skin Randy this and I would have stayed in, I would be up 500% right now. I would be up 500%. I would have been up 500%. Easy. What a move. 140, 150. As we get close to resistance, which is right around 140, 168, 140, 140, 165, 140, 150. Pullback. Bro, 15 minutes in, man, my day is over. My day was over with the first 15 seconds. The first 15 seconds. Let me see who in the chat. One person. I appreciate you for joining me. Appreciate you for joining me. Hope y'all having a great morning. If you are a day trader, if you are in this play or caught this big move on NVIDIA, congratulations. And if you got in down here and you snake skin Randy and holding it, oh, congratulations for real. Because all you got to do is just keep holding. Of course, if you got in down here, you well up 400-500% right now. Easy. Easy. Let me look. I can look at my same contract and give an accurate on how much I would be up right now if I had stayed in. Contracts really ain't moving like that because I would barely you. So well, it depends on when you got in there. If you got in that contract that I got, well, this is an older contract also. So this is not a daily contract or a weekly contract that I was in. So if I'd have rolled this all the way up to this point, I would be up 100% right now. Well, 110%. Yeah, I would be up like 110 or 120% right now. If I'd have just held on and I'd have still been in this contract, I would be up around 120%, which is great. Which would be yeah. But 31% is great. Anything over 5% is great. That's why there's no reason for me to trade anymore. 31%, I'm good. I just want to watch this. And if you watch this and you're a trader and you in this, congratulations. But we are at resistance right now. But if you in way down here right around 139.17 or 138 or 139 even, and man, you just done rolled it up $3, which is great. Let me check out some of these other contracts. That way I can get a clear idea. Because I didn't get in on like the best contract, to be honest. Let's see. I didn't get in on the best contract. So let's see. Let me look. 36. Ooh. One. Let's see. I'm checking on these contracts. Nah, this is a little bit too high. So it wouldn't have been that one. It would have probably been 141, I think, was the contract I was in. I'm gonna say 139. About the same. All of them would have been about the same. 120%. Pullback. We got a pullback. That is resistance. Right there at that 9 EMA. That purple line is the 9 EMA. Good rejection of the 168, 140, 168 resistance line. Yeah, after all this, you should known it was going to be a pullback. That's why understanding support and resistance is so important. That's why support and resistance is so important. Very important. But like I said, when it broke this resistance line, okay, the next resistance line was 1 41.65, 141.68. And that's exactly where it rejected at. So if you took a short on this rejection of the 141.68, congratulations. That was a good play as well to the downside. The thing is now we're gonna start doing an up, down that I don't like. That I always talk about every single day. The up, down, slow movement. And now we're trying to either break down around these EMAs, which we know it's kind of like swimming against the water. When you're trying to get below, it's work, either coming down or going back up on these lines right here. That's a lot of up, down, up, down. That's what I don't like. I like what we seen this morning. That big green candle and all of this. That's what I like. When it start doing that, I don't like that. That's one thing about them EMAs when it comes to NVDA. Once the candle start getting down up inside of these EMAs, it's very, very difficult to go where it really wants to go. These EMAs is like going against the grain. Like right now, you see, it's fighting to get above the line and even go below the EMAs. Now we are bouncing off the 13 EMA. We're trying to get out of the water. Trying to get out of the water. Can we get out of the water for the push up to this resistance line of 141.68? Perfect chart analysis, Stock Sniper. See, that's the thing about studying and understanding what these resistance lines are from the past. And not all like doing the research from the past, it's accurate around 95% of the time. But I'm gonna make another example. This morning, right, when I was in this trade, in the back of my mind, I was thinking from knowing and studying NVIDIA every single day. Usually when we get green, we automatically get red. Like we got green this morning, right? And usually on NVIDIA, once we get green a little bit, especially the first 1 or 2 minutes of the day, it usually is a big red counter, right? So I had that in the back of my mind. I was thinking about that before the market even opened. I was like, okay, I know I'm already in. I got 10% in my pocket from yesterday. And so I was once it counted down 10, 9, 8, 7 to 8:30 a.m., I already was thinking, okay, if we get a little bit of green up to this resistance line, which this was a resistance line at that time, if we get a little bit of green up to this resistance line, I had my finger on the trigger for the sell because past history says that it usually give us a little bit of green and then boom to the downside. So while I knew that, I had my finger on the trigger. So when I seen that little bit of green, once I seen us get up to that 139, 18, I think that's what it is. Let me see. Let me look. All I gotta do is do this. Wait. No, I was too high. Down here. Let me see. One. Yeah, down here. 130. Yeah, I was too high on that. Well, right here. There's resistance line. Okay, so while I was in this morning, right around right here, I was thinking, okay, we gonna get a green candle. But I knew that once we get the green candle, that it's not gonna go no higher than 139.16, which this goes back to right here. And I know that from watching NVDA for so long, that it's gonna turn around and turn red. So I say, once I get this little bit of green, I gotta get out. But it went against. See, that's the thing. Even though your technical analysis and all that usually works out, it's just a technical analysis. It's not 100%. So what happened? I'm going by what happened in the past. What happens in the past? So once I got the little bit of green, this little bit of green candle, I went on and got out. As soon as I got out, boom, it did opposite of what it usually do, and shot up to here. But that's why technical analysis is so important. That's why, because sometimes it do go against what what the analysis tell you. It go against it. By the past, you think it's gonna go a certain way, and then it don't. That's why on the flip side, stop losses are so important. You know what I'm saying? Because if I know it's gonna bounce from the past, telling me, okay, bounce, 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 and I got a stop loss right here, but I know from looking at the past, 8 times out of 10, it bounces off of 138.93. 8 times out of 10, I'm gonna take that 8 times out of 10, boom, with the bounce, but I'm gonna have my stop loss around 138.75, just in case it don't do what it has done in the past. But 8 times out of 10, it bounces. But 2 times out of 10, it's gonna drop below the support line. But then I'm like, oh, I'm okay, because even though I'm right with the trade, it went against what my technical analysis told me it was gonna do. So technical analysis and support and resistance, the bounce and the rejection, the bounce off the support and the rejection off of the resistance line, it's not 100%, but it is around 80 to 90%. It's 80 to 90%. That's why stop losses and take profits are so important. Even though I missed this big jump right here, I still got 21% out of this counter. But just because it broke out, it could have easily went the way like it usually do. Because usually, if we get a little bit of green, it automatically turns. People start selling, but it didn't do that. It didn't do that. It didn't do that. It jumped as soon as I touched it. As soon as I got out, I mean, that candle went doosh. Now we got right now we got a lot of up down, up down. A bounce off of VY. See, I stay away from this. I like this and I like this. 30 minutes in. 30 minutes in. So one trade so far, 31%. I'm done for the day. I'm done for the whole day. That's it. I'm not going to be greedy. I'm not going to force another trade. I got out of it more than my average. My average is around 5 to 6%. So yesterday I got the 10 because 10 of it come from yesterday because I held it overnight, and 21% of it come from this candle this morning, the little bit that I did get. So combined on that swing overnight, 31%, and I'm good. So my total with the 10, my total yesterday was 15%, and my total today, 21%. So over the past 2 days, 36% over the past 2 days, which is great, which is my average for the whole week. Because I usually do about 5 or 6% every single day. That's my average, 5 or 6% every single day. So basically, from Monday to Tuesday, I've already made my whole earn for the whole week more over. Because 5 times 5 is 25%. I'm already at 36%. Just like that. That 21% from this morning happened within 10 seconds, 15 seconds. So yesterday and today, 5 seconds. Yesterday, both of those trades, well, 3 trades. The one from yesterday morning that was 5%, and then the swing trade was 2 trades. Yeah, 2 trades. And it didn't even take not even 3 or 4 hours. 3 trades. Because that swing trade, I bought that contract about, let me see, lunchtime. Because I was already gone. I was on my day. The power of Webull. My phone, which is Webull, I'm out and about. And guess what? I'm always looking. All day long, I'm looking, see if I can catch something. I'm always looking. And guess what? I seen all this red yesterday on NVDA. This big drop. Boom. I said, whoa, what's going on? And then I pulled back and looked on my phone, the chart, and seen that. Look, 145, this massive dump. Guess what? My swing trading ability said, man, you need to go and get in on this dump and then just set the contract for a month from now. So it wasn't weekly. That contract was a monthly contract. So once I seen this dump, and then I seen this bottom, this lower shadow, and I seen this starting to form, I said, well, okay, go and pull the trigger and set the contract for a month, right? Knowing that I'm not gonna hold it that long. You know what I'm saying? My stop loss was 25%. When I have those weekly, or not weekly, but I have those monthly contracts, I extend my stop loss. My stop loss is not 2 or 3% like on the day trade, because I have time to recover. If I have to hold it 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I would have done that. But guess what? My stop loss was 25%, but I got it at a player price, 145 from Friday all the way down here. I say, whoa. When I got the alert on my phone, 137.50. I said, whoa. I got straight on my phone, real quick, Webull. Boom, 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 pull the trigger. Once I seen this lower shadow, I pulled the trigger, knowing that I'm going to hold it overnight. I held it overnight. Pre-market, we had a good bounce. Boom. Caught this one. See, caught this candle up to 139.50 right there. But I missed the whole move up here, but I got about a quarter out of it. I got out right around 139.20. That's when I got out right around there. But I got out too soon but it was a great trade. I can't complain. Because I did not want to get caught, because usually, like if you see NVDA, always at the beginning of the day, NVIDIA have green, then boom, it dumps. Green dumps. See, that's why looking at the past is so important. Green, nothing but red. Well, today, it didn't do that. We had straight red. So, and that's a 15-minute candle right here. We had straight red. So imagine how this red look if I go down to 3 minutes or 2 minutes or even 1 minute. But that's 15 minutes. That's this 15-minute candle. Look, it's 20 million in volume, bro. So 15 minutes, 20 million, 20.5 million, 20,500,000 to be exact. That's how much volume came in on that long green candle right there. Bro. But that's what I did. And then I had, from this coming in right here to close, I had 10% already in the books. And when we opened, and I caught this little bit of the break of the 139, right at 139.20, I got another 21% out of this candle. So yeah, I got to explain it like this, like that, because I go over my trades at night. So when I explain it in detail, I'm really explaining it to myself, because I'm gonna go over this at night and go back and I'm gonna analyze my trade, and I'm gonna watch this live over, and I'm gonna analyze this action that I got and actually what happened, and analyze it. But I can't say too much about it, because that was a great trade. I got in at a perfect spot. This lower shadow, which I usually call them tails, but they're really called lower shadows. That's an indicator right there. Even that is support as well. That is a pure indicator that it's going to be a reversal. Once you see that, okay, that's an understanding of we should get a reversal. 80%, 90% chance we're gonna get a reversal. And then when we got this green candle right here, I jumped in. I got in on that contract right here and rolled it all the way up. Took a little dive in pre-market from yesterday, but then when market opened this morning, we was straight up on this double bottom, bottom, bottom. Perfect trade. Perfect trade. Look like we're getting good action. Great bounce off the VWAP. Great bounce off this VWAP. 40 minutes. 40 minutes in the day. Great bounce off that VWAP. Let me see. I can pay attention to the comments now. Okay. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. Appreciate it. If you're a trader and you caught this, congratulations. And also, I mean, this bounce right here off the VWAP, great trade. VWAP bounce. VWAP bounce. Great trade. Great trade, especially if you got in down here. Perfect. If you got in down here or held through all of this, or even just got in right here off the EMA bounce, off the 20 EMA bounce, congratulations. That's 120% right there. You know, great morning so far. Great 2 days. It's been a lovely 2 days. It's been great. Great start of the week. Monday. Usually I call this Trump Tuesday, but this great 2 days. Monday and Tuesday have been great trading days. Yeah. Appreciate y'all for joining me, man. I really appreciate y'all for rocking with me and supporting the channel. I mean, I love and I appreciate y'all. And you know, my goal is to bring as much great content as I can as this channel grows, and it has been growing. You will see the growth of this channel as it goes further and further. And if you've been here from the beginning, when I had 50 subscribers and 100, you know, you've seen the difference in this channel from the beginning, even from when I hit 1,000. You know, I'm trying to learn how to edit, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. You know, I will be upgrading my streaming part of, because I am a content creator now and I love it. I love content creation. See, that's why I always tell people on you got to find something that you love to do. And unfortunately, I love this now. I love doing it. I want to learn more. And as I watch other YouTubers, I actually look for them, right, to give little nuggets about YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'm just now learning about YouTube, you know, about the YouTube studio and reading analytics and stuff like that. I'm just not learning that, because all I know is two things. I know investing and I know a truck driving. Those are the two things that I know. You know, and editing and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm new to that. I'm just now learning how to do live streams on StreamYard and Restream, in which I want to upgrade that eventually. So I got a lot of plans for this channel, you know, as it grows, you know, and I'm also looking forward to getting monetized. You know, I wasn't worried about that too much at first, but hey, that's another, you know, another stream of income. And then the goal of the channel is to help people. You know, everybody might not be into day trading, you know, but you have to find something that you love, whatever it may be. Find something that you love and master it. You know what I'm saying? You got to master it, you know? And when you find something that you love, it's easy to put the work in because you love it. I can sit here all day and read charts and do all this because I love it. You know, I love it. I absolutely love it. So that's a cheat code, you know, to that is the cheat code to being successful. Uh, because once you find something that you love to do and you master it, that's not only a form of freedom, which that is freedom, doing something that you love to do, you get paid to do something that you love to do, and you can take care of your family and you can still do your own thing. That is freedom, right? That's financial freedom. And financial freedom looks different to everybody. Financial freedom to you might be putting in a motor. It might be building houses. You know what I'm saying? It might be putting down concrete. You know what I'm saying? If you love we need people to build the roads and the highways. We need people to build houses and remodel rooms. We need people for that, right? And if you love doing that, you will be the best electrician you can be. You're gonna be the best plumber you can be. You're gonna be the best mechanic you can be. Because why? Because you love doing the work. You love doing it. And it's good for your mental health to be able to work in the field that you love to do. Some people love building bridges, man. Some people love it. Some people love it, man. And then the great thing about that is your skill level is going to be high level because you love doing it. You're going to work on your skill because that's something you'll do. You don't think about the money. You just think about that you're having a great time and you're doing something that you love doing. That's the number one key to success. Something that you'll do for free because you love it. That's why LeBron James, I like to use him as an example all the time. That's why LeBron James, he's a billionaire. He don't have to play basketball no more, but he loved it. And people say, man, why is he don't need the money? It's not about the money. He loved basketball. That's why he's still playing basketball at whatever age he's. I think he's close to 40 now. That's why he practiced every day. He put the work in because he loved doing it. That's why. That's why Tom Brady stayed in the NFL for so long, because he loved football. As we get up under the VWAP, let's see what's gonna happen. Usually that means dumps. Under the VWAP, y'all, if you've been watching every day, the candles are below the EMAs and the VWAP is above the candles. Here we go. Is there gonna be a drop? Let's see. We're up under the VWAP. If you don't know what the VWAP is, it's this line right here I'm pointing at. That yellow line, that's the VWAP. Let's see what's going to happen as we get back up and touch the VWAP. Usually it's a sign of a breakdown. We got the EMAs on top now. The VWAP is on top, and the candle are slowly getting up under the VWAP. That's usually a sign of a reversal to the downside. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see. Now we made it back up to the VWAP. Very crucial, important area right now. I'm on the right time, which is the 1 minute. Very crucial. We see that upper shadow, which is a tail starting to form. Okay. 140.30. That is the support line, which this supposed to be green. But it was old resistance, and I just never did turn it to green. But this line is supposed to be green to let us know that this is support. And it looks like that we bounced right above support. So now we're fighting between the support and the resistance line, which is the VWAP is holding up as resistance. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see. It's very crucial time right now. Can we break up? I need to change that to green. I don't want to confuse. I got to change that to green, bro. I don't want to confuse nobody. Okay. There we go. All right. Can we break the support? Everything is looking like we're finna break this support right here. All the EMAs are pointing down. VWAP is straight though. Once this VWAP curled down like everybody else, we're gonna get that drop down. Look, oh, look at the joke. Here we go. I'm calling out another play right now. Can we break this support right here for the drop? Let's see. Only good thing that it's got going for it is the VWAP having curls with everybody else. The VWAP is still holding straight. It hasn't curled like the three EMAs, the 13, 9, and the 20. The VWAP, which is this line right here, the yellow line, has not curled down. So we got to see the VWAP make a move. Support 140.24. Been live 30, 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Let's see. That VWAP is holding up as resistance right now. The VWAP is holding up as resistance. Let's see what the VWAP gonna do. I still think we're gonna break this support, but I will be more sure if this VWAP would turn down too, but it's not. Now the EMAs are turning down further. I want to see the VWAP curl down too. I would hesitate because this VWAP is not turning down with everybody else. So now we're working our way back up. The bounce off 140.24. The bounce off 140.24, which is support. Now we got to go slow mo to try to break above these three lines, which is very difficult to do. It's always difficult. Up, down that I don't like. Okay, now we swimming. We're trying to swim. That's why I compare it to like swimming against the current. That's what I get when I watch this and I watch the candle try to get through these three EMAs. It's like swimming and fighting against the current. That's what I compare it to. Oh, here we go. We're just waiting to see what the VWAP gonna do. Just waiting to see. Support is holding up really, really well. But it's gonna be hard to break this. These now it's going against the VY, the 13 to 9, and the 20 EMA to try to get back in bullish territory. It's hard. It's very difficult. But if we can get past this 20, look for the move back up. Let's see. See those lines, their rightful position is at the bottom because the stock market naturally want to go up. You know what I'm saying? And when the 13 and 9 and the 20 and the VWAP are up under the candles, that's a great indicator that we're headed up. But see now, back against the current to the opposite side. It's a fight in between those three little lines. It's a fight. All new traders, whoever's watching this or whatever on the if you're on the live or if you watching it on the replay, you have to learn these companies, bro. You have to learn how they move. You know what I'm saying? You got to stick to one or two particular companies. You got to, because each one of these, I can't say this enough. These chart patterns, every last one of these companies have different personalities. You have to understand the personality. And the only way to do that is you got to stick with one company and you got to study the charts. You got to study. You got to study. And of course, sometimes you're going to be wrong. But if you know, and you know these companies really, really well, 80 to 90% of the time, you're going to be right. And if you're wrong, you know how to cut your loss quickly. That's why I talk about cutting losses quickly and taking profits very, very quickly. Because if I know how a company moves and it gets to the point and I'm down and I say, okay, it's not moving the way I know it's supposed to move, I'm out immediately. And the same way, if I'm to the upside, like this morning, I seen that 139.22 or 139.20. In the back of my mind, okay, I know that in the beginning of the day, if we see green on NVDA, we're going to see red. And I got out at the 139.20 mark, but it didn't do what it usually do. That is that 2 out of 10. It shot straight up. But I wasn't tripping because guess what? The trade worked out. Same way if it go against me, I'm getting out quick. If it don't do what I know it usually do from watching it over the past, it's just like a relationship. If you know a person act a certain way, just like you study a person, that's how you got, just like you know your wife or your old lady, and you know how they move, and all of a sudden something ain't right if they move a certain type of way that they normally don't move. Your antennas go straight up, right? Same way with these chart patterns. Same exact way with these companies and these chart patterns. You got to study. And as soon as it don't move the way, I've been knowing you for a long time. And I know how you move because I've been watching you. We know each other. We spend a lot of time together. All of a sudden, you do one thing that you normally don't do. I got to cut my losses quickly, or my gains quickly. They go both ways. That's exactly how this works. I got to study it. Look, here we go with the breakdown. It took a while, but I called the play. Whenever you see these EMAs pointing down, that usually means we're gonna go down. Only reason why we haven't really just dropped is because this VWAP is steady going straight. But once this line, this yellow line right here turn the same way as these other three, we're gonna see a big drop. We're gonna see a big drop. That's why I would be hesitant to say I will get in, right? Even though I know, even with the EMAs pointing down, we're still going to go down. But with this VWAP going straight, I wouldn't really just take it. But once I see this go down, I'm 100% sure then. Right now, I'm about 80, and I'm right. But once this VWAP really goes this way, once it jukes, it's curtains. It's curtains then. It still ain't doing it. It's still going straight, that VWAP, that one line. But we are well up under the VWAP. It's just gonna take time. Okay. Now we passed up 140.25. The next support is 139.80. That's the next support line. That's the next support line. How you know that's support, Stock Sniper? Because by the pass, and we go by right here, old resistance holds up as new support. This is the old resistance line right here, right? Look, boom, resistance, turn around. This is resistance. And we broke resistance and moved on up. But when we came back down, now old resistance holds up as new support. Now it's a support. It's not the ceiling no more. Now it's the floor. That's how I get that support. Old resistance holds up as new support, and old support holds up as new resistance. It goes both ways. Now this is the floor. It used to be the ceiling. Now this is the ceiling. It used to be the floor. 140.25. It used to be support. This line now is resistance. I just haven't turned it red. But this line is not support anymore. It is now resistance. Let me change it to red so I'm gonna get, boom. Now that is the ceiling. And this is the floor, which is support. And then if this candle goes above and goes through all these EMAs and passes up this VWAP, this won't be resistance no more. It will be support. I want to see if this VWAP gonna turn down like everybody else. It hasn't happened yet. That's why we're getting these bounces here and there, because this VWAP is not turned down like everybody else. So I'm just watching. But as you can see, when I called this play out way over here, I think it was here, when I seen when the EMAs finally went above the candles, I said, okay, we're about to get ready to drop. But it was a slow drop. It was a slow drop because this VWAP is steady going straight. But I called out another play to the downside. And as long as these EMAs are going down, we're headed down. It's just going to be a slow downward move until we see this VWAP jump down. Once that VWAP jump down, we're going to see a nice, good red counter. All the way down. Now we're trying to get to the next support line, which is the floor. Now we're trying to get to the next floor. I really want to see this VWAP turn down like everybody else. That's what I really want to see. I want to see it curl down like everybody else as we break support at 139.82. 140.51. I think it dropped 3 cents. I think it was 140.54. It's starting to drop. That VWAP is starting to drop. $139.82 support. Now you should be able to understand the support and resistance now on this simple form. Now here we go. Let's see. Oh man. There go the drop. We just waiting on that VWAP to turn down like everybody else. That's all we waiting on. But it's not doing it, but we just getting a slow move all the way down. It hasn't moved yet. Boom, break. We broke down that support. Now the next support line is one. It look like it's gonna break that easy. 139.50. EMA steady. The VWAP, it was at 140.51. Now it's at 140.50. The VWAP now is starting to slowly make a move down with everybody else. So you got to pay attention to everything, bro. You got to pay attention to everything. That's why chart reading and chart understanding and understanding the personalities are very, very important. This the part that you worry about. I can't say that enough. This is more important than the money. Learning how to read these charts. Look, VWAP 140.49. It's starting to turn. This is more important than the money. You have to be in love with this chart reading. You have to, and it takes time. You have to. You have to keep learning. You have to keep learning. You have to keep learning. And you got to get your mind right. You got to get your emotions together. You have to. And emotions are very, very important in day trading. Very important. Even though I called this play a long time ago, I don't have the fear of missing out. I'm not even worried about that. I'm not getting nothing off of this call that I just made. I don't care. 140.48, the VWAP steady dropping. I don't care that I didn't ride this all the way down. I absolutely don't care. I care more about understanding these chart patterns and how to read them. That's what I got to understand. That's what I worry about. As long as I still can call these plays and read these chart patterns on this type of level, instead of trying to raise my knowledge to a higher level, not thinking that I know it all, still with room to learn from other people. Long as I know that I'm still elevating and seeking more knowledge on how to read these charts even better. Because even though I think I'm pretty good at this, I can get 1,000% better, bro. I can. And I can learn from somebody else that can show me another trick that I probably ain't seen. That can take my average from 5% to 10%. Instead of being an average of 5 or 6% every trade, now my average could be if somebody else, I'm open to learn from other people that's trading. I don't think I know it all. I don't think that I'm the best chart reader in the world. I just think I'm okay at it. And I can get better. And I seek wisdom and knowledge. And long as I know that I get this right, I'm not worried about that. I called this play out and it's going my way and it's steady dumping as we speak. And it just dropped this, it just went below this other support line, which is 134, 139.50. And the VWAP is steady going down. I understand what's happening. And long as I know this, the money gonna come in the back end. I ain't worried about the money. I'm not. So if that's what you got to understand, if you're new to this trade, this day trading, you have to understand that you can't let your emotions get involved. You have to learn how these companies work, and you got to stick with one or two, and you got to know them like you know your name and like you know your birthday, or you got to know them just like how you know your girl or you know your kids. You got to know these companies and the way they move just like that. You got to know them very, very well. And that takes hours and hours and years of chart reading. And you got to get your emotions out of it, bro. That's the reason why most day traders fail. That's the reason why 95% of day traders fail. They can't get over the greed factor. They can't get their emotions in check. And they ain't patient. All this that I just went through, it's not greed, a lot of patience, and open for knowledge and wisdom. It's all that. And the fear of missing out. Eliminating the fear of missing out. It's all that. And more of emotions than anything. Because we are naturally emotion creatures. Emotion, especially when it comes to money. You got to get over that. And then if you have these, even the best of traders have bad days. If you got a plan and you stick to your plan and your plan don't work out, you got to understand that. And then you have to understand when to close this computer down, when to shut everything off. You have to understand that. If you have a bad streak, shut the computer down and go and do something else. Come back tomorrow. You can't revenge. That's another thing traders have a problem. They go down, they lose, and they want to revenge trade. Meaning, oh man, I'm down 20%. I got to try to make the 20% back. You got to get over that. You have to get over it. You got to take it one trade at a time, one day at a time. I'm talking about day trading. I'm not talking about long-term investing. That's totally different. That's different. I'm talking about specifically day trading and reading these charts. So now look at the VWAP. It's starting to go down, and it went down from 140.54. Now it's 140.43. You got to pay attention to everything. And just because these you got to understand what EMAs work for the way you trade. Also, you have to really know. You got to know what's going on. You got to have your own way of trading. You have to have your own style. What works for you. My jump shot, the way I have my arch on my jump shot, just because I can make 8 out of 10 free throws with the way I shoot it, that doesn't mean that you can shoot it the same way and make them same 8 out of 10 free throws. You have to find your own rhythm, your own touch. Same thing with this. Same thing with day trading and reading these charts. It just so happens I found out what EMAs work for me, which is the 13, the 9, and the 20 with the VWAP. That's what works for me. I found my rhythm. Some people don't use the 9 or the 13. Some people use the 50. Some people use the 200-day moving average. Some people, everybody have their own trading style. But you got to find out what works for you. Like some people can sit and trade 4 or 5 trades at the same time. Can have 20 screens up and be looking at all 20 of them at the same time. That's not my style. And you cannot mimic somebody else's style. You know what I'm saying? That's what I had to learn, right? And more importantly, I had to learn not to not to really pay attention to these traders that are making 100,000 in a day. I had to quit worrying about that. That's why I always speak in percentages. Always percentages, percentages, percentages. If you rock with the percentages, you rock with the percentages. If you want to try to want to know what the dollar amount is, not you ain't focusing on learning. You're not focusing on getting these chart patterns. You're focusing on somebody's pockets, and that will hurt you too. In day trading, that would hurt you too. That's why I speak in percentages. And everybody that learns, long as I've seen that terminology, it works with people that's learning, because they're not focusing on how much money I done made. They focusing on percentages, and they focus on learning the charts. So always, when it comes to this, always speak in percentages. Always look at it in percentages. That'll keep you more focused on the chart. That'll keep you more focused on what the 13 EMA do, what the 9 EMA do, what the VWAP do. But if you're worried about somebody, how much money somebody is making, you're gonna miss out on the real teachings. You're gonna miss out on the real teachings on really what's going on. Chart focus should be your main focus. Chart pattern should be your main focus, that we get back down to another support line, which is 138.93, right around the 139 area. Is another support line that we are doing coming down on. And I called this play out an hour ago. Once I seen these EMAs and this VWAP on top of these candles, I called this out a long time ago. Somebody that's watching this, they're going to find a rhythm, and their rhythm might be to get in right here and hold it all the way down. That might be somebody's trading pattern that's watching. Just because my trading way of trading is 5-6%, you might figure out your trading pattern is to get in to acknowledge, okay, these candles are above, the EMAs are above the candles, the VWAP is above the candles. I'm gonna go and pull the trigger and just ride it all the way down. Somebody trading style might be that. Once they realize that the EMAs are on top of the candles and the VWAP are on top of the candles, and pull the trigger right here with a stop loss of up here, will shoot. And if it goes below this support line of 140.20 and just snake skin ran, then ride it all the way down for the rest of the day. Some people, that's they plan. That's the way they trade. That's not the way I trade. Okay, how long I've been live now? Okay. Well, we've seen this breakdown, and the VWAP has turned from 140.54. Now it's 140.37. The VWAP is starting to point down now, along with everybody else. So we know what that means. It's gonna go down even further than what is going down right now. Okay. So I appreciate everybody for joining me. That's my time. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. If you're not in the day trade, you just here just supporting the channel, I appreciate you, man. I'm a content creator now. You know what I'm saying? And as this channel goes forward, I will be upgrading and learning more things, you know what I'm saying, to add on and bring on other entertainment, you know, because everybody's not into the day trading. So the goal is to, you know, bring other elements, you know what I'm saying, to this channel, right? Along with my person, you know, with the way I act, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to try to act like nobody else. I'm gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? And this is me. You know what I'm saying? So I love and I appreciate y'all as we crack that support right there. Steady going down, bro. We have this big green candle, and ever since we hit that 141.82 right here, that this series resistance line right here has been downhill ever since. It is going down even further. So 704 Wall Street is my block. Yeah, it's my block. Yeah, it's my block. And if you want 704 Wall Street to be your block, you got to put the work in on these hours. You got to put the work in on the block. You can't just come to the block and then just leave. No, you got to put years and years and years of work on this block. You know what I'm saying? 704 Wall Street is my block. It's my world. You know what I'm saying? It's my world. Earn, spend less than invest. Find out what you love to do. Stick to it and master it. And let nobody talk down on what you love. Whatever you love, long as it's positive, if it's the right thing, stick to it, bro. If you got a great skill and you love your skill, I don't care what it is. If you love busting up, some people love busting up concrete. Some people love putting on a roof. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you love to do, man, master it. Master it. Master it. Because one thing I've learned, cheap labor ain't all that skilled. Wait, cheap labor really is not all that skill. And skilled labor is not cheap. So whatever your skill is, you got to master it. And then once you master it, you put whatever you want, that's what you ask for. Know your worth. Know your worth. Know your work. Find something that you love to do and master it. Don't let nobody talk down on your skill. You know what I'm saying? Because most of these skills, y'all are essential workers. I don't care what you are. If you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, if you're flipping burgers, if you're putting on a roof, you are an essential worker because this world cannot function without people that has a trade or skill. So earn, spend less, and invest. Stay positive. Stay working on your skill. And if you got somebody around you that's talking down on your skill, guess what you need to do? You need to cut their ass off. You need to cut them off because that ain't nothing but negativity, bro. That's all it is. So with that being said, I love and I appreciate y'all. To the next one, this is the Stock Sniper. I'm out.